Evidence 1. A presentation with key elements studied in the module. Effective Presentations Workshop by Miguel Ángel Arsaluz. These are 15 graphic elements to be used in a presentation. There can be pictures, illustrations, drawings, boards, diagrams, presentation flow, hierarchy, white space, schemes, keywords, audio and video, colors, theme fonts, contrast, and proximity. Importance of planning. Planning is the most important step in creating a successful presentation of any kind. During planning, you decide on the content and the order in which information is presented, whether you are using PowerPoint or any other presentation software. In order to create a successful presentation, you need to follow the next steps. Number 1. Identify the purpose of the presentation. You should know why you are giving the presentation and what you hope to accomplish. For example, if you are giving a presentation about a product for a client, a business presentation about the latest sales figures, a new idea you are introducing, an informative presentation to a club, or an educational topic. For example. Number 2. Determine the presentation audience. One of the most difficult questions for a presenter is figuring out who are your target audience. It can be a new prospective client, a group of small clients, or a convention for people in the same line of work as yours. Number 3. Gather the most important information. Remember the KEYS principle. Keep it simple, stupid when designing your presentation. Focus on 3 or 4 main points only. And finally, know everything about your topics so you are ready for questions after presentations. Number 4. Keep your slides interesting and on topic. Design the slides to emphasize the main points in the presentation. Place only one main idea on each slide. List no more than 4 points per slide, and use transitions to enhance your presentation. And of course, practice makes perfect. You need to practice in order to perfect your presentation and your self-confidence. Now, types of presentations. There are 4 main types of presentations. The first one is informative presentation. Its purpose is to give information. The second one is instructional. Its purpose is to give specific directions or orders. Third one, decision making. Its purpose is to move your audience to take your suggested action. And finally, persuasive, which purpose is to convince listeners to accept your proposal. Communication skills. Presenting information clearly and effectively is a key skill to get your message or opinion across your audience. Also, presentation skills are required in almost every field. Whether you are a student, administrator, or executive in a company, if you wish to start up your own business, apply for a grant, or stand for an elected position, you may very well be asked to make a presentation. Some of these skills can be connecting with the audience, use simple words, take advantage of body language, know cultural sensitivity, checking for understanding, seeking participation for your audience, made effective questions, and summarizing what has been said. In order to create a successful presentation, you need to work in the following steps. Preparing a presentation. You will need to know your own abilities and decide how best to make the presentation. For example, in my case, I'm a fast talker. This means that speaking too fast makes your listeners work too hard, and that's the last thing you want to do. So in many occasions, I've been facing a situation in which I have to slow down my voice. So that's one of my disadvantages. On the other hand, one of my advantages is my tone of voice. I can rise or lower my tone voice in order to reach any kind of audience. The next one is organizing the presentation material. Whether the occasion is formal or informal, you should always aim to give a clear, well-structured delivery and develop your ideas and selecting the main points to include. Working with visual aids. Most visual aids will need advanced preparation and should be operated with efficiency. Presenting data. There are times when using data in a presentation can really help you to tell the story better. Managing the event. The practicalities of how you manage your presentation can make a significant difference to its success and to your nerves. And talking about nerves, it's entirely natural to feel nervous before making a presentation. Fortunately, there are some tried and tested strategies and techniques to manage your nerves so that you can concentrate and deliver an effective and engaging presentation. Dealing with questions. Decide in advance how and when you wish to handle questions. At the start of your presentation, you should make clear your preferences to the audience. Self-presentation. You need to fit with your audience expectation if they are not going to spend quite a large chunk of your presentation dealing with differences between expectations and reality. Finally, and most important, drink water. It is important to drink water in order to maintain your performance during the presentation. Thanks for your attention.